Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He has a professional record, 12 wins, 6 defeats, no draws. He represents Fight Zone, Thomas Paull. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He has a professional record of 10 wins, 9 defeats, no draws. He represents HW1, Dean Trueman. Your referee in charge, Dan Motherheady.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's main event time, and I got to tell you, I am looking forward to this. Thomas Paull, Dean Trueman, both Cage Warriors vets, and I've got to tell you, I'm pretty sure Brad Morton and company are grinding their teeth that we get to call this one. Dean Trueman, been fighting since 2011, first debuted Fight UK 4. Thomas Paull, 2015. These are perhaps two of the last of the old school MMA guys. Paull won amateur fight, everything else professional. Trueman just jumped in this professional cage.
Yeah, oh, left hook. Checks the chin there of Thomas Paull.
And I think a lot of people are thinking that on the feet in the first round or so, Thomas Paull's incredibly dangerous. All we have to do is look at golden ticket 18. And
right hand lands. Wobbles Thomas Paull.
Head kick. Just, you can't get...
Yeah, you can't get reckless against Thomas Paull.
Because Paull has power.
This is what Perry Goodwin did, and he got put out cold.
He got sent to the nether realm. Oh, when Trueman is controlling this at the moment.
Yeah, he's looking slick on the feet, and Dean Trueman's got power in them hands himself.
Oh, again, ask Arnold Cuero, Cage Warrior 79. 12 seconds it took. Oh, that jab found a home. The knee found a home.
Big knee again, Thomas Paull. Just needs to weather this storm a little bit.
And again, I think if you were to ask people, you would have said, well, it's probably Trueman that needs to weather the early going.
Yeah, and it's absolutely not playing out like that. And another right hand lands, but yeah, just like you said, they've got to be careful he doesn't get overly aggressive, because Thomas Paull can put your lights out. Oh, and he landed a nice little hook there, did Paull.
The power coming back has got to be respected.
Yeah, Dean Trueman looks so big in there as well. He looks in great shape. Phenomenal shape, just Dean Trueman. As does Thomas Paull, to be fair. Both these guys are coming in tip-top shape.
Again, two massively experienced professionals, 37 fights between the pair of them, and they fought a who's who of British talent, European talent.
Yeah, like you say, both Dean Trueman, Cage Warriors, former Cage Warriors champion.
That's right.
I mean, like you said, they've just faced some absolutely fantastic competition. Thomas Paull, double champion here at Golden Ticket. Went for the triple championship, but came up short against Bailey Gilbert. But yeah, I think Paul's just growing into this fight a little bit now. Obviously, he got caught a few times early on from Dean Trueman, but last minute or so, he's just looks like he's found his range a little bit more.
We've not seen any takedown attempts.
No, Dean, happy to keep this one standing.
Got to be careful.
Yeah, and that's the power of Paull. Coming back.
Again, Trueman doesn't look phased. And another.
A nice little combination lands there as well for Dean Trueman.
And this first round, still a minute 40 seconds left or so, 45. Looking, drop those hands.
Yeah, a little bit of flamboyancy here from Dean Trueman. He's always been one to entertain us fans.
See, Trueman, both these guys are proper blue chip fighters. This is blue collar MMA at its very best.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And what a privilege it is to call the action here in this contest. Every time that both these guys land, it looks like it has such an impact.
Thomas,
but good chin so far on both of these guys. Watch out for the knees.
Thomas Paull, that mustache, that beard, not just for show. Same with Trueman. Both fighters have found a little bit of success so far in this round, but I'd still suggest the HW man.
Ooh, nice body shot there for Trueman. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's all right. I think the heavy inside. I think the HW man's just doing enough to take this first round.
Yeah, I think he's definitely landed the heavier strikes through his first 5 minutes.
Got plenty of time left in this, though. Oh!
Ooh, right hand landed there.
Gotta be careful when he gets wild, Trueman.
Yeah, Thomas Paull spent a lot of time out in Thailand working on his striking. Ooh, little low blow there. So we're gonna have a little time out with 10 seconds left of this first round.
Didn't look comfortable.
No, never is when you get kicked down south.
Just a little bit of a nick on the bridge of the nose of Trueman. Yeah. Nice knee to the body landed by Paull. And there it is, that little bit of delayed reaction. That
when you realise, oh yeah, that hurt.
Oh yeah, that.
That one caught me.
Looks like he's looking all right, feeling ready to go. Ready to go.
We've only got about 10 seconds left of this first round. Interesting to see how much engagement there is.
Here we go. Final 10 seconds of the first round. Been an entertaining 5 minutes.
Oh, it's been a fantastic 5 minutes. Great first round.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah, and I mean, we have to give mad props to Thomas Paull to get to such a high level in this sport. Just a reminder to anyone who doesn't know Thomas Paull's background, he's completely deaf.
Yep.
And to get to this level in the sport, it's hard enough as it is. To do it when you can't hear the instructions of your coaches or your team, and you have to rely on signals and
a little bit of lip reading.
Yeah, a little bit of lip reading, and obviously the interpreter in the corner there as well of Thomas Paull. It's just absolute. It just goes to show that anything is possible, and I think Thomas Paull is a massive inspiration for not just the deaf community, but anybody, just to show that anyone can do these things.
I'm really pleased he landed on his feet and ended up with Fight Zone as well.
Yeah, big shout out to Stuart Austin.
Yeah, it started with Team Underground, but of course Steve Cook doing great things out in Thailand, but of course that leaves Thomas Paull, and he's found his way in with Superman Stuart Austin and the Fight Zone crew, and fantastic. Here we go.
Oh, I'm so glad we get to see the 2 rounds of this possibly. Ooh, nice shots from Thomas Paull to start this second round. Come out aggressively.
That shot. Oh! Watch the fingers. And again, we've had 5.5 minutes of action, and have we had one takedown attempt?
No, and look at the redness on the calf of Dean Trueman there from those heavy leg kicks of Dean Trueman with the spin. I love that little.
Tried to spell it, get a clinch.
Ooh, nice leg kick again there from Thomas Paull. Trueman's got to be careful though. He's got to start checking those. They can add up quite quickly.
Yeah,
and if you take away that mobility,
doesn't take many to on the calf. And Paull managing to get off first.
Yeah, nice right hand lands again there from Paull as well. Oh, there's the first takedown attempt.
And successful.
Yeah, great work from Dean Trueman.
So now let's see what the former Cage Warriors featherweight champion can do in top position. Paull has the butterfly. Nice little elbow. Someone's busted open.
Yeah, there's some leaking. Is it Thomas Paull's eye? Yeah, it's the right eye of Thomas Paull. Oh yeah, that's.
You got a target. And was that just from the one little elbow? Or?
Yeah, I think that was from that slashing elbow. What we do know, though, is that Thomas Paull carries his power throughout the entirety of the fight. We saw against Mario Said, he got taken down over and over again in that fight, but got the finish in the third round. Just kept pushing forward, and that's exactly what he's doing here. He's just constantly marching forward. Leg kick lands again.
And how many more of those can Dean Trueman take? Little cut underneath the left eye now of Paull.
Yeah, he's certainly wearing this. He's the former double champion.
2 minutes left in this round. And again, a heavy low kick to the calf. Oh!
Oh, nice shot from Thomas Paull lands, but Dean Trueman fires back with one of his own.
Again, Trueman holding the center of the cage. Paull trying to be elusive around him, but Trueman's marching him down. Heavy inside leg kick.
Very heavy. Right in the meat of the thigh there. Thomas Paull. He's got to be careful there, Dean Trueman, just overextending.
In on the body lock. Is he going to try and take Paull down again? First bit of clinch work against the cage we've really had.
Yeah.
Nice knee.
Going to look to land those knees, is Dean Trueman. Watch an elbow as well. Thomas Paull fires back with a big knee himself. Oh, Thomas Paull's really wearing it now. Look at that.
Yeah.
The face is busted up. Bloody.
Look. Trueman. Oh!
Oh, big face grab there.
Him.
But yeah, gets the takedown. Thomas Paull's got to shoot straight back up. But Trueman's grabbing hold of that ankle.
And it throws the knee to the body as Paull makes it to his feet. 50 seconds.
Got to watch the headbutts there, as Dean Trueman saying, as Thomas Paull comes crashing in. Of course, Thomas Paull had that shot on Dana White's Contender Series and unfortunately came up short and made his way to Cage Warriors.
Yeah.
And he'll be desperate to get back in the wing. Body shot landed there, and a couple of nice shots, and forces Dean Trueman to shoot for the takedown, and Paull's going to escape out the back door.
Did he rock Trueman there?
Yeah, it looked like he momentarily hurt him, which caused Trueman to dive in for the takedown. Only 15 seconds left, though. Not long to work for Thomas Paull.
He's trying to stay, digging another shot in, and another. Can't be more than 5 seconds left. We are going to get the third. And is this flurry at the end enough to...
Who knows?
5 minutes to separate these two warriors.
Who knows? What a fight Dan and Guy have put on for us here in the main event of GTFP 28.
Yeah, and it's still on a knife edge, this one. As you pointed out, the last thing to leave Paull is the power.
Yeah, he holds that through the 3 rounds really well. And I'd like to see that little sequence, actually, if we possibly could, at the end of the second round. Because it looked like Thomas Paull hurt Dean Trueman, but obviously without seeing it back, we can't confirm that. I'm sure Dean Trueman will tell you he's absolutely fine.
Absolutely. Did he hurt you? No.
No chance. But yeah, 5 minutes left.
Although I'm fairly sure if I ask Thomas Paull through his interpreter, did he hurt you at all? He'd say,
nope.
Nah.
Absolutely not.
This is it. Third and final round. Dean Trueman, Thomas Paull. Paull out of the blue corner, the black shorts, the fight zone. Dean Trueman fighting out of the red corner, the gray with red trim booster. And you think they both earned each other's respect here?
Yeah, Paull super aggressive. swinging heavy in front of us here, and Dean Trueman takes him down, looks to take the back. Thomas Paull's going to try and turn into him.
He's going to have
and that's exactly what he does.
Side control. And now Trueman's going to have to find a way back up to his feet.
Yeah, and Thomas Paull's so strong. If you've ever shaken that man's hand, you know how strong he is. He crushes your hand when you shake his hand. He's just got phenomenal strength. So Dean Trueman's going to have to put in some work here to get back to his feet.
Absolutely. Again, Paull controlling at the moment.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job here in this third and final round, is Thomas Paull. Doing absolutely everything right, taking his opponent down and smothering him, not giving any space to work back to the guard, work his submission game.
Trueman manages to catch, I think, is it a half or?
Yeah,
got the half guard. Paull digging his forehead into the face.
And to be honest, I thought the longer this fight went on, I thought that Dean Trueman would be able to impose his wrestling and his top game on Thomas Paull, but Paull happy to prove me wrong.
Absolutely. Looking to try and land that elbow. But you figure if he stays heavy here, chips away, lands the shots. We've been down in this position for about 45, 50 seconds now.
Yeah, Dan Motherhead, he's called for more action from Thomas Paull. But he's staying real heavy, staying chest to chest with Dean Trueman. Landed a nice little elbow there, I think.
It's on Trueman. He's got to get up from here.
Yeah, I mean, if this round carries on like this, the third round is Thomas Paull's. How do you score 1 and 2? Has Dean Trueman done enough through those 2 rounds?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think he's busted up Thomas Paull through the first 2 rounds, but Thomas Paull also had a lot of good moments.
Yeah. Controlling, not doing. There's no. Nice short elbow there.
Just pressed off with the left hand and then dropped the elbow down.
And that's busted open Trueman.
Yeah, we're painting this canvas red in our main event.
Just staying so sticky and heavy, trying to force the right leg out into the mount. And it's gonna feel like a long 90 seconds if you're a Dean Trueman fan. Gets the full guard back, holding his man in tight. Is he gonna look to try and put feet on hips and explode away?
Yeah, just over a minute left in front of us here in the commentary booth.
Yeah, he's done some damage to the nose of Trueman as well.
Oh, nice. Right hand there from Thomas Paull as well.
And yeah, it's
another elbow. Big elbow there.
Those shots are landing. 40 seconds. Oh,
another
big elbow.
I'm expecting us to get sprayed with blood any second here, Steve.
Good job I'm wearing black.
I hope you brought your umbrella with you. And Dean Trueman's nose is busted up.
Absolutely smashed up across his face. 27 seconds left. And is it enough for a 10-8 this round?
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of top control, a lot of damage. That could see a draw, perhaps. This could be absolutely anything.
Controlling the grip. 10 seconds left. Can Thomas Paull put a stamp on this? He's looking to try and unleash Trueman up to his feet.
Oh, back up to his feet right at the end, and what a fight. Thomas Paull swinging to the final bell. Dean Trueman arms aloft.
What a fight!
Oh, licking the blood off his face, Dean Trueman. The animal.
What a fight!
What an animal, these two guys.
I gotta play a little bit of favoritism here. I've known Dean Trueman since his debut in 2011. One of my first ever interactions with an MMA fighter from Front Row MMA was with that man, Dean Trueman. He then put on a hell of a contest against Martin Sheridan, but came up short at UKFC 5, and he just continued to fight his way up to Cage Warriors, to the championship. And to wrap it off, Thomas Paull and Dean Trueman just put on a show for the GTFP crowd.
Oh, well, that was absolutely phenomenal. Just bloody.
But you can see even the
what a bloody war.
The HW1 corner team are looking around, trying to ask whether or not he's done enough, and I just don't know. Rounds 1 and 2 could have gone either way. Obviously, round 3 went to Thomas Paull, no questions about that. Rounds 1 and 2 could have gone. You could see both rounds to Dean Trueman. You could see both rounds to Thomas Paull. You see one round apiece. It's absolute war, and hats off to these two vicious competitors. That was just a hell of a fight.
And just look at them both, they're just both slumped up against the fence. I'm not surprised. It was an absolute bloody war. Both of them busted open, painted the canvas red. Cuts on the eye and the cheek of Thomas Paull. That nose is busted up at Dean Trueman. But what a phenomenal fight these two lightweights have put on for us.
Absolutely stunning.
I'd love to have seen 2 more rounds of that.
I'm not sure they would.
I'd love to have seen 5 more rounds of that.
What a fight. What a fight. Our MC's in the cage. He's the only person other than the judges that know. So with no further ado, for the last time this evening, let's turn it over to Jamie Perry and make it official.
After 3 rounds of action, your judges score this contest a split decision. First judge scores the contest 29 points to 28 points in favor of the blue corner. Your second judge scores this contest 29 points to 28 points in favor of the red corner. Your third judge scores this contest to your winner. 29 points to 28 points, fighting out of the blue corner, Thomas Paull.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by your winner. Welcome back, Thomas Paull. What a phenomenal performance going up against such a wily veteran in Dean Trueman. What a fantastic performance. Tell us how you're feeling.
I don't even know, to be honest. The first round, crazy. I'm not too sure how many times I had a bit of a wobble, but then that's why I'm called the Juggernaut. So no one's getting me down. I'm staying up, and I'm getting back in my round. So what's up?
Now, were you expecting that to be a 15-minute war? That was a bloody war. You busted him up, he busted you up. Were you expecting that kind of fight, or did you think you were going to get him out of there earlier?
Yeah, I did. First round, I was hoping. Like I said, I'm the Juggernaut, but I'm trying to break the walls, change the barriers. I'll break all of them.
It's absolutely fantastic to have you back here in the golden ticket cage. You always put on a show for us. It's always excitement. It's always absolute vicious, bloody wars when you're in the cage. What's next for you? Obviously, we've seen you fight on Dana White's Contender Series Cage Warriors. Great to have you back here. What's next for Thomas Paull?
I just want to be back fighting. I want to fight more. That's what I was born to do, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for your winner. Absolutely fantastic performance, Thomas Paull.
Just one more thing. After last year, it was a crazy year for me. I was a bit lost, and I was trying to find myself. And I just have to say thank you to my gym, my new coach, Stuart. He showed me the way, and I had to follow to understand how to fight strategically better. I'm learning better, and you know, you can see from this fight, so a big thank you to Stuart and Fight Zone, my gym. So.